After being kicked out of her home for revealing her relationship with a waiter, the young rich woman found refuge in a new city. And when her former employer discovered the true identity of the father of the triplets, in a town where love knows no boundaries, Anna and Lucas defy fate and society to live a true love. But what happens when deep secrets and betrayals are revealed? Amid a life of luxury and hardship, discover how far they are willing to go to protect those they love. In a vibrant and bustling city lived Anna and Lucas, two young people from different backgrounds. Anna, the daughter of a wealthy and traditional family, always had everything she wanted, except the freedom to follow her own desires. Lucas, coming from a humble family, worked hard to support himself and his sick mother. The two met by chance when Anna, escaping a dull party, sought refuge in a cafe where Lucas worked as a waiter. As she served herself some coffee, Anna and Lucas exchanged curious glances. The chemistry between them was undeniable from the first moment. Anna was captivated by Lucas's simplicity and warmth, while he fell in love with Anna's sincere smile and curiosity about the world beyond her privileged circle. In one of their conversations, Lucas remarked, "It's funny, I never imagined someone from your world would be interested in my simple work." Anna, smiling, replied, "Sometimes, what's simple is what touches us the most. It's not about what we do, but how we do it." Their meetings became frequent and inevitable, evolving from casual conversations to deep discussions about their lives and dreams. They met regularly, and a deep friendship quickly blossomed, evolving into a romantic relationship. However, they kept their romance a secret, knowing that Anna's family would never accept someone from a lower social class. In one of those meetings, Anna revealed her fear. "My parents, they would never accept this, Lucas. To them, everything is about status and appearance." Lucas held her hand and said, "No matter what happens, we'll find a way to be together." As the months passed, the love between Anna and Lucas grew stronger. They shared dreams and fears, discovering new aspects of their personalities. Anna, who always felt trapped by family expectations, found a safe haven in Lucas. Lucas, in turn, was inspired by Anna's determination to seek her own identity. However, the constant fear of being discovered hung over them. One day, after a meeting, Anna confided, "I can't keep hiding this anymore. It's like living two lives." Lucas, understanding, suggested, "Maybe we should tell them. I know it's risky, but it's better than living in fear." Before they could decide, Anna found out she was pregnant. The news brought a mix of joy and concern. "We're going to have a baby, Lucas," Anna said, tears in her eyes. Lucas, smiling and scared at the same time, replied, "We're going to create a new life together." They decided it was time to reveal the truth to Anna's parents. The moment of revelation was tense and full of expectations. With a racing heart, Anna told her parents about her relationship and pregnancy. "I love Lucas, and we're expecting a child," Anna said, trying to stay calm. The reaction was explosive. Her parents were furious, not only because of the class difference, but also because of Anna's disobedience. Her father, his face red with anger, shouted, "Are you out of your mind? How could you get involved with someone like that? You're destroying your life and our reputation." Her mother, colder, simply said, "If you walk out that door, there's no coming back." Anna, feeling the weight of their words, left home with trembling hands. Anna and Lucas, now without the support of Anna's family, decided to move to a new city where they could start over. They gathered what little money they had and moved to a small town in the countryside. During the journey, Anna looked at Lucas and said, "We're leaving everything behind, but we're together, and that's what matters." Lucas nodded. "We're going to build something new, Anna, with our own effort." They rented a small house and began looking for work, ready to face any challenge that came their way. The challenges were many, but Anna and Lucas were determined to build a life together. The new town offered comforting anonymity, and they focused on creating a new family. Despite financial difficulties and the absence of a support network, they found comfort in each other's presence. Anna, stroking her growing belly, whispered to Lucas, "This baby will be the symbol of everything we've faced and conquered together." The love they shared was the force that moved them, ready to face any adversity that might come. In their new town, Anna and Lucas faced a harsh reality. The small house they rented was simple, but for them, it represented a new chance to start over. Anna decorated the place with the little they had, trying to turn the space into a home. The adjustment was difficult, mainly because they had to rebuild their lives without the support of friends or family. Lucas, always practical, said, "It may not be much, but it's ours. We'll make it work." Anna's pregnancy progressed, bringing new concerns and the need to ensure a stable environment for the baby. The first concern was finding stable jobs. Lucas got a job at the mansion of Roberto, a local businessman, as a gardener and driver. The work was physically demanding, but Lucas was determined to support his family. He often said, "It's not the job of my dreams, but every brick we lay helps us build our future." Meanwhile, Anna, who was still struggling to adjust to her new reality, found a position as a caregiver for Roberto and his wife Clara's young children. The house was enormous, requiring constant attention, and Clara, a cold and distant woman, rarely interacted with Anna beyond basic instructions. Despite the difficulties, the couple found a routine. Lucas spent his days in the gardens and general chores around the property, while Anna devoted herself to caring for the children. They began to build a small community of friends, mainly through supportive neighbors who sympathized with their situation. During a conversation, a neighbor commented, "It's admirable how you two are facing all this. If you need anything, we're here." Evenings were reserved for moments of reflection and future planning, where they discussed their dreams and anxiety about the baby's arrival. As time passed, Anna began to feel the weight of the growing responsibility. In addition to caring for the children at the mansion, she had to deal with the demands of pregnancy. Finances were tight, and Lucas often worked overtime to ensure they lacked nothing. The situation became even more complicated when they discovered that Anna was expecting triplets. The news, a mix of surprise and fear, forced them to redouble their efforts to prepare for the baby's arrival. "Triplets? I don't know how we'll manage, but we'll do our best," Lucas said, trying to stay optimistic. Anna, emotional, replied, "We're in this together, and that's what matters." The arrival of the triplets was a significant event. Anna gave birth at a small local hospital, where the doctors were equally surprised by the birth of the 3 babies. The process was complicated, and Anna needed time to recover. Lucas, emotional and worried, redoubled his efforts at work, trying to ensure a comfortable life for his growing family. Seeing the little ones for the first time, he said, "They're perfect, Anna. We'll give them the best we can." The small house became even more cramped, and the need to find a permanent solution became urgent. Despite the financial difficulties and constant exhaustion, Anna and Lucas found joy in their new life. Roberto's support, who turned out to be more compassionate than expected, was crucial. One day, he called Lucas into his office and said, "I know things haven't been easy for you. I'd like to help with some medical expenses, and I have a larger house that's vacant. You could move there." Clara, on the other hand, remained distant, never emotionally involved in the situation. Anna, grateful, said to Roberto, "Your help means the world to us. Thank you for everything." Life in the countryside brought unexpected challenges, but also a sense of community and solidarity that Anna and Lucas had not experienced before. As they adjusted to their new responsibilities, they found strength in their love and dedication to their children. Roberto's help was a welcome relief, and despite Clara's coldness, the couple was determined to build a better future for their family. On a quiet evening, as they watched the babies sleep, Anna said to Lucas, "We're creating something special here. No matter what happens, we'll face it together." The next step would be to confront the unresolved tensions with Clara and ensure a stable and loving environment for the triplets. The daily life at Roberto's mansion remained challenging, especially with the care Anna and Lucas needed to provide for their newborns and the children of the house. The routine seemed to finally stabilize, until a tragic accident threatened to change everything. Lucas, always dedicated and hardworking, decided to take on the responsibility of making some repairs to the mansion's roof, a task that required caution. During one of those days, while replacing some broken tiles, Lucas lost his balance and fell from a considerable height, hitting his head hard. The sound of the fall echoed through the property, and Anna, who was caring for the children, ran outside upon hearing the commotion. Seeing Lucas unconscious on the ground, panic overtook Anna. She screamed for help, and Roberto, realizing the gravity of the situation, immediately called an ambulance and made sure Lucas was taken to the best hospital in the region. "Lucas, please hold on," Anna pleaded, holding his hand as he was taken away. The hospital became the setting for a growing agony for Anna. She couldn't shake the fear of losing Lucas, especially with the doctors offering no guarantees about his recovery. During this time, Roberto showed a much more human and supportive side. He approached Anna in the waiting room and said, "I'll cover all the medical expenses. You're not alone in this." Clara, however, remained strangely distant and cold, limiting her interactions to the bare minimum. "I hope he recovers soon," Clara remarked, without much emotion, before leaving. With Lucas in a coma, Anna faced the challenge of keeping the family together and financially stable. She continued working for Roberto and Clara, but the worry about Lucas and the responsibility of caring for the triplets left her exhausted. Roberto's help became indispensable, not only for the financial support but also for his constant presence and genuine concern. "You've been a rock for all of us, Anna," Roberto said, trying to comfort her. Anna, with tears in her eyes, responded, "I don't know what I would do without your help. Thank you for everything." Clara's distant behavior began to draw more attention from Anna. Suspicion grew when Clara started leaving frequently without giving clear explanations. One day, Anna overheard a phone conversation in which Clara spoke about resolving an unwanted situation. Intrigued and concerned, Anna decided to investigate further. She discovered, through conversations with the household staff, that Clara was involved in an extramarital affair, and that the pregnancy of the children wasn't hers but the result of a surrogate. Anna confronted Clara. "Are you hiding something from me? Why don't you care about these children?" Clara, irritated, replied, "I never wanted these children. Roberto wanted a perfect family, so we made an arrangement. I take care of my life and he takes care of his." The revelation that Clara wasn't the biological mother of the children, and that she was cheating on Roberto, shocked Anna. This explained Clara's disinterest in the children and her cold behavior towards the family. Determined to protect Roberto, Anna confronted Clara, who responded with anger and accused her of meddling. The argument escalated, culminating in Clara verbally attacking Anna and throwing her out of the mansion. "You have no right to meddle in my life. Get out," Clara shouted, pushing Anna outside. Meanwhile, the hospital delivered the worst news. Lucas had died from his injuries. Anna, devastated, collapsed to her knees and cried uncontrollably. Roberto, by her side, embraced her and said, "I'm here. We'll get through this together." The pain of loss was overwhelming, but Anna knew she had to be strong for her children. Anna was shattered by Lucas's death and the tense situation with Clara. The grief was crushing, but she knew she had to be strong for her children. Clara's strange behavior and the revelation about the children added a layer of complexity that Anna hadn't expected. With Roberto offering continuous support, Anna decided to accept his help, knowing she would need all the strength possible to face the uncertain future. The revelation about Clara also left a lingering doubt. How much did Roberto know about the true nature of his family? Lucas's death left a massive void in Anna's life. She was emotionally exhausted, struggling to stay strong for her children and the memory of Lucas. Roberto continued to offer support, not just financial but also emotional. He frequently visited Anna and the children, trying to create an environment of stability and comfort. "You're the strongest person I know, Anna. Lucas would have been proud of you," Roberto said on one of those days, trying to comfort her. Without Clara's support, Anna became the primary caregiver for Roberto and Clara's children, in addition to her own triplets. Roberto, always busy with business, relied heavily on Anna to keep the household running smoothly. Meanwhile, Clara became increasingly absent, wrapped up in her own concerns. The children, sensing Clara's emotional absence, began to rely even more on Anna, forming an almost maternal bond with her. The pressure on Anna grew daily. She was overwhelmed with the responsibilities of caring for so many children while still dealing with the loss of Lucas. To make matters worse, she began noticing that Clara was frequently leaving without explanation. The suspicion about Clara's actions intensified when Anna found legal documents suggesting a possible suspicious financial movement. Determined to understand what was going on, Anna began to observe Clara's movements more closely. One afternoon, while Clara was distracted on the phone, Anna overheard part of a revealing conversation. Clara was discussing finalizing the contract and moving on. Alarmed, Anna searched through Clara's papers and found evidence that Clara was planning a divorce and possibly trying to escape any responsibility for the children, including her own. This discovery left Anna disturbed. She confronted Clara, who admitted, in a fit of rage, that she had never wanted the children and that she was looking for a way to get out of the marriage and start her life over. Roberto wanted children, a perfect life. I just wanted my freedom, Clara confessed with a vacant look. The confession included the revelation that Clara was having an affair with an influential man who was helping her plan her escape. This marriage was a mistake from the beginning, Clara said without remorse. The situation reached a critical point when Clara, desperate to rid herself of responsibility, threatened to call the police to have Anna removed from the house, accusing her of trespassing. If you don't get out of here, I'll call the police, and you'll be forcibly removed, Clara threatened. However, before the situation could escalate further, Roberto intervened. He had suspected Clara for some time and decided to act to protect his family. Clara, enough. I know everything. You won't control us anymore, Roberto said firmly. Roberto, with the help of his lawyer, confronted Clara with the evidence of her affair and attempts to embezzle funds. You never cared about this family, and now you're trying to run away with money that isn't yours, Roberto accused. During the confrontation, Clara, cornered, revealed her disdain for the role of mother and wife, and that her only concern was escaping with as much money as possible. I just want to leave with or without the money, Clara said, defeated. Roberto, shaken, decided to end the marriage, offering Clara a deal to leave their lives permanently. Clara quickly accepted, leaving the house and the children behind without looking back. With Clara out of the picture, Roberto had to deal with the emotional and logistical consequences. He thanked Anna for her unwavering support and offered her the official position of caretaker for the children. You're the only mother these children know. I'd like you to continue caring for them, Roberto requested. Anna, still processing the loss of Lucas, found renewed purpose in caring for the children and keeping the house in order. These children need stability, and I'll do my best to give that to them, Anna responded. Clara's departure brought an unexpected peace to the house. Anna, now officially the maternal figure for all the children, began to build a new life with Roberto's help. They worked together to provide a loving and stable home for the children, learning to trust and support each other. Despite the adversities, a new family was forming, based on respect and mutual understanding. In a quiet evening conversation, Roberto said, I don't know what I would do without you here, Anna. You're the anchor we all needed. Anna, watching the children play in the yard, replied, We're building something beautiful here. Let's keep going, one day at a time. With Clara out of their lives, Anna and Roberto focused on stabilizing the house and providing a safe environment for the children. Clara's absence, though initially tumultuous, soon brought a sense of relief and an opportunity for a new beginning. Anna, now responsible for the daily care of the children, found comfort in the routine and the affection of the little ones, while Roberto dedicated himself to being a more present and responsible father. We're all adjusting, but I think we're on the right path, Roberto commented during a family dinner. Despite the initial peace, life in the new family setup brought new challenges. Roberto, previously absorbed in his business, had to learn to balance work and family. He started spending more time with the children, trying to make up for the damage caused by his absence and Clara's indifference. Daddy, are you going to play with us today? One of the children asked. Roberto smiled and replied, Of course, I'm here for that. For Anna, the challenge was dealing with the grief of losing Lucas while adjusting to her new role as a surrogate mother to Clara's children. The pressure to keep the house in order, care for the triplets and the other children, and still process her own emotions became overwhelming for Anna. The guilt for accepting Roberto's help and becoming so dependent on him bothered her, especially considering her past with Lucas. She constantly questioned whether she was making the right decisions for herself and her children. In an intimate conversation with Roberto, she admitted, "Sometimes, I feel like I'm betraying Lucas's memory by accepting your help. I don't know what he would think about this." Roberto, recognizing Anna's efforts, tried to lighten her load by hiring a housekeeper to help with daily chores. "You don't have to do everything alone, Anna. I've hired someone to help with the house," he said, trying to be supportive. He also made an effort to create family moments of leisure, such as park outings and small trips, to strengthen the bonds between everyone. "Let's have a picnic in the park tomorrow. The kids will love it," Roberto suggested. One day, while organizing some old documents of Roberto's, Anna found a photo album from the time when Clara was still present. The images showed a very different woman from the one she knew, smiling and seemingly happy. This brought up many questions about what had really happened in Roberto and Clara's marriage and about the role Anna was taking on in the children's lives. "Anna, intrigued, asked Roberto, "what happened to the Clara I see in these photos? She looked so happy." The situation reached a new point of tension when an old acquaintance of Clara's appeared in town. He was looking for information on Clara's whereabouts, who had apparently disappeared after leaving the house. The man, a private investigator, was seeking to clarify some issues regarding Clara's financial behavior, which worried Roberto about possible legal repercussions. Anna, for her part, was alarmed at the possibility of Clara returning and causing more turmoil. In a sincere conversation, Roberto revealed to Anna the details about his relationship with Clara. He admitted that their marriage had been more of a social convenience than a union based on love. "I never loved Clara the way I should have. Our marriage was more of a practical decision than an emotional one," Roberto confessed with a sad look. Disillusioned with the life they were leading, Clara began to withdraw emotionally, culminating in her reckless actions and attempt to flee. This clarification helped Anna better understand the family dynamics and the importance of her current role. "Now it makes sense," Anna reflected. "I just want what's best for these children." With Clara's situation resolved legally, and knowing she wouldn't return, Roberto and Anna began to look to the future with more hope. Roberto reaffirmed his commitment to being a present and caring father. "I'll make an effort to be more present, to be a real father," he promised. He also suggested to Anna that they consider a future together, not just as parents to the children but as partners. "I know it's early, but would you consider the possibility of us building a life together?" Roberto asked cautiously. The new phase in Roberto and Anna's home promised to be challenging but full of potential for growth and healing. Anna decided to focus on the well-being of the children and herself without rushing to make decisions about the romantic future. "Let's focus on the children and ourselves first," she said, smiling. Roberto, respecting her space, continued to support Anna and ensure that the house was a welcoming environment. Together, they faced the uncertainty of the future with optimism, confident that they could overcome any obstacle as a united new family. Months passed since Clara's departure and the reorganization of life in Roberto's home. Anna and Roberto, each carrying their own traumas and challenges, found a routine that worked for them and the children. The house, once a cold and tense environment, now overflowed with life and laughter, especially with the triplets and the other children adapting well to the new family dynamic. "I never thought I could feel so much joy amidst so much change," Anna commented, watching the children play in the yard. Although life seemed to be stabilizing, there were still unresolved issues. Anna continued to struggle with the shadow of Lucas's loss and her new position in the family. She constantly wondered if she was betraying Lucas's memory by getting emotionally closer to Roberto. "Am I being unfair to Lucas? He always wanted me to be happy, but I'm not sure if I'm ready to move on," Anna confided to a close friend. Roberto, for his part, was increasingly certain of his feelings for Anna, but respected her space and the time she needed to process everything. "I don't want to pressure her. She needs time," Roberto thought. Meanwhile, the mystery surrounding Clara persisted. Although she had left their lives, her actions left deep scars. Roberto often found himself reflecting on how his marriage deteriorated and what he could have done differently. "If I had been more attentive, maybe things would have been different," he lamented. Anna also wondered if Clara might ever try to claim something, especially the children, which deeply worried her. One day, a former employee of the mansion, who had left after Clara and Roberto's divorce, returned to retrieve some belongings. During a casual conversation, he mentioned an incident that shed light on a long-forgotten suspicion. Clara was very agitated in the days leading up to Lucas's accident. She was strangely worried about things on the roof, the former employee commented. This brought a new perspective for Anna and Roberto on Clara's true character. Determined to fully understand the past, Anna began to investigate further. With Roberto's support, they discovered, through conversations with other staff members and old documents, that Clara had indeed manipulated events to ensure Lucas's fall, fearing that his growing closeness to Roberto and the children would make her irrelevant, or that he might prefer Anna. She wanted to get rid of any threat to her lifestyle, Anna concluded, horrified. The discovery was devastating for both, especially for Anna, who was crushed to learn that Clara had orchestrated the situation that led to Lucas's death. The revelation was a turning point. Anna, faced with the truth about Clara, felt a mix of anger and relief. How could she be so cruel? She exclaimed, tears in her eyes. Anger at Clara for causing so much pain and relief at finally understanding what had happened. Roberto, on the other hand, felt enormous guilt for not realizing the severity of the situation and not protecting Lucas and Anna adequately. I should have been more attentive, more protective, he reflected, shaken. With this new information, Roberto decided to take legal action against Clara, not only to protect his new family but also to ensure that she couldn't cause any more harm in the future. She must be held accountable for her actions, Roberto declared, firm in his decision. He hired lawyers to investigate the possibility of suing Clara for negligence or emotional distress. Anna supported this decision, seeing it as a way to achieve justice for Lucas and for all who suffered due to Clara's actions. While the legal matters were being resolved, Roberto and Anna began to rebuild their lives with a renewed sense of purpose and protection. Roberto once again expressed his desire to build a future with Anna, now with a deeper sense of justice and protection. I want to build something real and lasting with you, Anna. Let's create a new life together, he said, sincerely. Anna, still processing all the emotions and revelations, asked for more time to reflect, but this time with a greater openness to the possibility of a future together. I need more time, but I'm open to that possibility, she responded, smiling slightly. Anna and Roberto finally reached a mutual understanding. They decided to focus on the well-being of the children and on creating a stable and loving environment. The past experiences made them stronger and more determined to protect their new family from any external threats. The lawsuit against Clara provided a necessary closure, allowing everyone to move on. We're ready for a new beginning, Roberto said, looking at the horizon. Anna, feeling more secure and supported, began to consider the possibility of a relationship with Roberto. Let's take it one step at a time, no rush, she suggested, full of hope. Meanwhile, they focused on providing the children with the best life possible, creating happy memories, and strengthening themselves as a united family. The future remained uncertain, but with new confidence and love, they were ready to face it together, leaving behind the shadows of the past and embracing a new beginning. We're a family now, and that's all that matters, Anna concluded, watching the children play happily in the garden.